Are we live yet, Ellie? Yeah, we're live. Whoops, gotta get you off. Right, where are we? Oh, there we are. Gotta get you off. I'm gonna turn this down now too. Gee whiz. Tina Fu and Jules Polglaze off the rank, first in, best dressed. Oh my god. I have got chocolate mousse everywhere. I've been naughty, guys. I've been eating chocolate mousse. And I've got it all in my lap. I just realized all on my blankie. I've had two cups of chocolate mousse, and I've got it. Oh, look, I've got it everywhere, all over me. It's terrible. Oh no! I don't. One thing I can't stand is sticky hands. Who? Look, I've got chocolate mousse all over me. I had a party last night at my house, and with some friends, and sure as ever, we had a chef, and he makes this most beautiful chocolate mousse, and I've got it, and I was just eating the leftovers, and I've got it everywhere. I've got it all over me and all on my thing. Oh my god! Look, I've eaten this much. I've eaten the whole cup. Two, not one, two. Oh well, I can burn it off. That's the good thing about it. True. So, how is everybody? Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. I'm streaming across 8 platforms. They're all live. So come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. I've got moose everywhere. Come over to that main page on Facebook, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there, guys. That's really important. I've got Bob underneath my feet. I put his little puffed up bed there, and he's actually on my electric blanket. I've got an electric blanket on my lap, and it's really warm. So clearly he knows, he's not silly. He knows where to put his little body. And then Schnitzel is in the corner over there. She's been, I don't know if I can get it to, hang on. Oh. Where is she? See, can you see her? Oh, there she is in the corner. She's just been playing. She likes to play with little pieces of paper, and she's sitting in the corner waiting for the pieces of paper on this side to move. And so she's just looking at me, just say, "When are you going to move? When are you going to move the paper?" So love, like, and share the page, guys. Like I said, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see me there. You'll see me there. Live, and I try not to jump across too many pages. So if you're new to the page, then just post up your questions. Have some manners as well, because my spirit doesn't like it when you just dictate to me and say I need a reading or whatever the case may be. So, and I see everything on my right, so I'll be looking onto the right all the time, and I'll see spirit on that side. So yes, I'll just say hello to everybody. And the weirdest thing happened to me yesterday and today. Oh my god. Yeah, just the weirdest things happened to me. So today I had to go. So I went and got my nails done yesterday, and the lady I couldn't understand her, but she was so rude to me, and I was just in shock. And I'm thinking, oh my god, if I say anything, because normally I'd just bite back and go, what the hell, And then I thought to myself, if I say anything, she is going to not finish my nails, and then I'm going to have, oh, here she goes. Then I'm going to have, her look like a pork chop. Anyway, so I went to another place today, and they gave me another set of, they fixed up the nails, thank God. So, but it's been a weird couple of days. It's coming into a full moon as well, and it's Father's Day today. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers, dads, and the single mums out there that have been behaving like dads, and the good cops and bad cops, with that part of the world of parenting. All the Supermans, all the Wonder Womans out there as well. Happy Father's Day. So I've got a beautiful Father's Day prayer from Wendy Harvey as well. Miss Harvey is our spirit writer. And I will read that probably halfway through the evening, so that everybody can just have a break and have some thoughts about their past loved ones. There's a lot of amazing men out there that were fathers that, lots of people are missing. And let's share some love and light to them as well. So what do we got here? Jewel Polgos, Tina Fu, Maria Tierra. We've got Jessica Smith. We've got Diana Cole, Leslie Strudwick, Tanya Atkins. So Kate Rath is here. So I've got Snitzel jumping. No, Snitzel. Come here. Come on. Come and say hello. She's jumping. She's got her paws all over the wall. Can you believe her? She does backflips, this one. Marlene Bolton, hello. Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I'm from Sydney, New South Wales. I'm an international psychic medium. This is my 251 shows this week, I think it is. So I think it's 247, 48, 49, 251 shows this week. How cool is that? And a live 90.5 FM radio station. I'm on that one every Monday night, so that'll be tomorrow night. And then also I'll be coming back onto Swan 99.9 FM, and that'll be probably around October when they finish upgrading the brand new studios. So they've got two new studios, which is before we could use Studio 1 and just do our recordings or whatever else everyone else wants to do in Studio 2. And pre-program their programs and shows and stuff like that in Studio 2. But now they've just made them exactly the same, and it's massive. It's looking so good on the photos. I can't wait to see it. Yes, chocolate mousse is my downfall. I've had 2 cups of that. So if I'm bouncing off the walls like the cat, then you'll know why. Shaggy Lee, haha, it must have been yummy to get it everywhere. I know. Well, the cat was walking across me, and I don't know, she must have bumped me, and I had it dropped on my leg here. Never mind. What do we got here? Lynette Randall, good morning. Fiona Samiao, good morning. Donna Langdon, hello. Julie Clark, hello. Autumn Rose Porter, hello. So Donna Langdon is from Adelaide in South Australia. Thanks for joining me. Shaggy Lee from Sydney in Australia. Tanya Atkins, Blue Mountains. Hello there. Miss Harvey's online. Hello there. What else have we got? Yes, Snitty is hilarious. Shaggy Lee. Yes, no, she's not. But she. Come on, come and say hello. Come on. Good girl. Here she comes. Good girl. Oh, no, she's having a bath. She stops in the middle of the floor and just has a bath. Lynette Randall, Kalamazoo in Michigan, USA. Glad to be here. Thank you. Oh, Bob's snoring already underneath my feet. Can you believe it? And then Snitzel's coming up on the left-hand side. I can feel her. She's coming up on the left-hand side. She always frightens me because Bob's on the right, and then she's always like on the left, and then she'll sneak up and then jump up and tap me on the leg, and I jump out of the bloody chair because I'm not expecting her. So Maria Tierra, hello from Hawaii. Wow, I don't think I've had a person from Hawaii for a very long time. She says, hello from Hawaii, worries about my youngest daughter and her relationship with her current boyfriend. Will he be the one she ends up with? Oh, it doesn't sound like it's positive already. So that's a tough one. I feel like he's a bit narcissistic. Just telling my daughter in a text message to please come get Snitzel, because she's causing havoc. Pets, you can't work with them, they say, huh? So I just feel like for your daughter, so you're worried about your youngest daughter in a relationship, and I feel like you should be right too, because I feel like that he's the kind of person that's going to try and take her away from the family. Yeah, I just feel like that she's very vulnerable, your daughter, and that she's actually got a heart on her sleeve, So, hang on a second. Snitzel, I can't work with you. I can't work with you, Snitzel, because you're very, very unaccommodating, Miss Catty. Come here. Come on. Come and say hello first. Come on. Come on. Seriously, Cat. Where's your manners? So yeah, I just feel like it's going to be a bit hard for you there because it's your daughter and she's the youngest one, and it's also a worrying time. And I do feel for you because I feel like that you need to be on point with this. But what I would say to you, so that your daughter doesn't clench on and hold on to this man, I'd say I would just keep it zippity zip. The more you say to your daughter, the more he's going to manipulate her to turn it around so that it looks like that you're the one that's causing the problems. Okay, so that's what I get. So you need to zippity zip. Don't say nothing bad about him. She'll work him out. And I feel like she's going to work him out. It's either 6 to 8 months or 6 to 8 weeks. But what you can also do too is put him like a little smurf on your hand and blow him away. Send him off into love and light. Don't wish nothing on him. Just send him off into love and light so that he's shush. So that he's gone, okay? So he's out. Within 2 to 4 weeks, he'll be out. Let me just try and let out this cat because she just wants to. Here she comes. She's coming over to me now. She doesn't make up her mind. I knew she was going to do that. What are you doing? Come on. So yeah, I just feel like that. Yeah, he's not the right one for her. It's like she'll be dodging bullets with him if he's out of her life. Let me just 1 second. Let me just get rid of this cat for a second. Come on, outside. Here. Come on, out. There you go. Heel. Oh, gosh. Dear me. And Bob's hogging all my electric blanket underneath my feet. I've only got like this much room to move, and the dog's only about this big, you know. Bob's actually smaller than this A4 piece book. That's how tiny he is. But he's hogging everything. Never mind. So yeah, good luck with that one, lovey. Keep us posted because I just feel like it's going to be a little bit worrying for you, but you've got to put that good love and light towards her. Otherwise, you're going to manifest it more for her. Okay, I don't want you manifesting more drama for her or more trauma. So manifest him going. Manifest something really, really good for her coming up. Get her away from him. And the best way to do things like that, like I said, put them on there as a smurf, blow them away, send them love and light, watch the wind in their hair going away from you, okay? Don't say nothing about it at all to anyone. Just get them out of your life. And keep it zippity zip. That's really important, especially with your daughter, because you've got to remember she's got to make her own decisions and it's not your decision. Just because you see something different doesn't mean that she has to follow suit, and she'll clench on to him. Okay, she'll hang on so they don't know any different. Just don't want to run over Bob's feet. Julie Robertson, hello there. Julie Robertson, I sent you back your refund too, lovey. I've got it on my screen here somewhere. Where is it? Is that it? Is that it? Not that one. I sent it to Julie Robertson. So if you have a look, I refunded your money so that you can use that money for food and stuff like that. All right, lovey? And if you need any more help, just let us know because we've got a whole team of people here. Actually, Harvey, Julie Robertson in the chat here now is the lady that we were helping last week to try and get some help to get her to the specialist appointment. So and Julie, Harvey was trying to work out where you're from, and I couldn't remember for the save of my life. So if you guys want to converse, that'll be amazing. You're both in Queensland, which I know Queensland is massive, but I don't know how far away you are from each other. So let me just scroll forward. Debbie Humans is from New South Wales in Australia. Marissa Serafina, hello there from California. It's 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. She said, I had a weird and sad week. Oh, no good. No good. Let Randall, I've lost my husband, brother, and parents the last decade. She says, if anything comes through, I'd be so blessed. All right, let's get cracking. You can hear my stomach rumbling from two cups of chocolate mousse. I don't know if you can hear Bob snoring or my stomach rumbling. Okay, so what do I get for you? I get 24 straight away, 6 in the month of June for you there, Lynette. I also get 17. So you've got August. So August was a big month, and my left knee is very painful. So who's got the left knee issues around you as well? And they're also saying to me that someone used to like try and talk, but like I think they had like a bit of emphysema or something like that, where they couldn't talk, but like they struggled to talk because they had no breath to talk, if that makes sense. And this same person had issues with their left knee as well. Now, I was sneezing before the show, and I feel like this person sneezed a lot as well, like hay fever. Okay, hay fever. And why do I get the name Michael or Mario or Mitch or something like that? Mitchell, Michael, Mitchell. It's a male figure. And I also feel like there's a number 16 for you as well, 1 in 67. So you got the month of July. So so July and August were very busy for you, very harrowing, very, very like sorrow. So they're saying to me sorrow and pain, okay, for the person that's passed. And I mean before they passed, I should say. I should clarify that because they didn't feel nothing when they passed over, okay? And I also feel like there's a lady here as well, and this lady has like that looks like to me light blue eyes or light hazel eyes, okay? So hazel, probably more towards the hazel, and mousy colored hair. And she's saying to me too that she had issues with the lungs, and I feel like pain on my right side of my lungs here. And they're all just here. They're all with you, lovey. So I know it's been hard times. You've lost everybody, but you know what? Like don't feel alone because they all sit. It's like they're all sitting on the end of your bed. It's incredible. You know, like they're all here with you. They all sit on the end of your bed. And do you feel like you get restless legs as well because someone's sitting on your feet? That's what's going on. So you can also help with the restless legs as well. And they just pat you on the legs and try and calm you down. And I feel like this is really what do you call it? Like it's like you get up in the middle of the night, you actually know who's there. It's like not physically know, but you get a sense that someone's there. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you've got that mediumship kind of thing happening, but you're unsure about it. You don't recognize it yet, but you don't know too much about it. That's why you can't recognize it, if that makes sense. And they're just touching my face and they're pulling my hair. Did someone used to pull your hair or touch your hair? Because I feel like, or what's with the hair part? Because I feel like that you're actually used to push someone's hair back, like your mum's hair or someone like that, and push it back and make sure that it was nice for her when people came to see her. She remembers that. Yeah. And I'll leave that there. And I've just, as much as it's doom and gloom for you and you've lost a lot of people, I really strongly want you to put a smile on your face because they're all just going, yay, you know, like she knows that we're here, you know, like they're really happy that you know that they're here with you all the time. And they're showing me shadows. So you definitely are a medium. 100%. You see things, you feel things, and this is like you're just unsure of it. You don't admit it. So, and I'll leave that there, but keep your chin up, keep going because they're right beside you. They're pushing you along, lovey. So, Di Smith, hello there. Julie Robbins says, thank you for acknowledging us single mums on Father's Day. Yeah, 100%. I've had to do it tough for the last many years with my daughter. So, well, it wasn't tough. I made it easy, but I'm talking like be good cop, bad cop all the time, you know. So Rachel Ann, Melbourne, Australia, hello. Anne Rumbold is from Perth, hello. I only just came back from Perth, not last week, the week before. Maria Pilpa, hello. She's from the UK. Jacqueline Tennant from Melbourne in Australia. She says, and my 13-year-old cat Molly does backflips off the wall too. Don't you just look at him and go, what the freaking hell are you doing, cat? Like, where does that concept come from? Like, what planet are you from? I don't get it either. Like Snitzel will be there, and then she'll just go out of the whole place. She'll go and put a pause on the wall, and she'll just stretch out as much as she could, stand up and do the big, like stretch on the wall. And I just go, Snitzel, what are you doing? Get off my wall, you big wuss. So yeah. Joanne Howard, hello, Mid-North Coast. Hello there. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county, where you watch me from, the bedroom, the bathroom, the lounge room, the kitchen. Leonie Svet, she says, good evening, Leslie from Waitara, New Zealand, sorry. Julie Devlin from Sydney, Australia. Okay, I'm just going to go back to Julie. Where was that? I flicked up too quick. Anything from my dad? Lost him 2 years ago. Oh, lovey. 2 years ago, hey? And what's number 22 to you? So 2 and 2 is 4, and you got the month of April as well. So what does that mean to you as well? And yeah, I heard Taurus. Was your dad, or who's the Taurus in the family? Well, what does that mean to you? Taurus? Is that a car? Is that a car as well? Taurus? Toyota Taurus? I don't know. I don't know. I'm into cars, but I never ever thought of a car would be called that. I get 12 around you as well. So Christmas time. So Christmas time is going to be very busy. And I know that sounds general, but this is going to be overly busy for you. Okay. And I also see a table of 8 people sitting down for dinner or a function, whatever you want to call it. But I see that the table of 8. And I feel like this was just before. Is this so if he passed 2 years ago, last year would have been his first year without last year would have been your first year without him at Christmas. Is that right? Because I feel like he was there anyway, and he's shown me his table of 8 or three on one side, 3 on the other, and then 1 at each end. So that's a table of 8, yeah. So, and I also get the number 9 around you. So you got the months of September as well. So what's coming? Birthdays, anniversaries. What's coming up in October? Because I feel like there's a function or something important coming up in October, and I can also see the mailbox as well. So this is whatever this notice is you're going to get notice in the mailbox. It's going to be really good for you too. And there's an opportunity. I just heard opportunity. And are you thinking of leaving work as well? Because I feel like work or starting work or swapping, they're saying to me part-time 3 days. So 3 days, looks like 3 days or 3 to 5 I just saw. So I feel like something's not right around work, but it's like you want the money, but you want the time to yourself as well. It's like the yin and yang. You've got to balance that out. And I'll leave that there. But yeah, your dad saying hello. He's always beside you as well. Like, don't, guys, whatever you think you're down, just remember, just ask them for support, and they're always there, Julie. And I also feel like for you too that you see little shadows, but not a lot. It's like every blue moon, you get a sense, you get a feeling that someone's there. Well, that's Dad. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So if I've missed your question, guys, I'm going to scroll forward. If I missed your question, then just tell me, like, send the message again, send the question again. Glennis Lacey, I heard her talk then when you're telling your daughter to get her and she said no. Yeah, that's right. That's about right too. What else have we got here? Tracy Louise Densley, she said, hi, Leslie, my first Father's Day without Dad. How is he? He's perfect. He's all over it. Like, yeah. So, oh, God, what have I done? Tracy. Sorry, I was just reading other messages. I've got to keep on top of this. So, Tracy, I get 17 around you as well. The month of August is significant with birthdays, anniversary. I also feel like the number 21 is significant. So, 2 and 1 is 3. So, you've also got the month of March as well. So, going back to, what was the question? Your father. I actually feel like that the last one was, I was reading a bit for this one as well, because I've got two people standing here and the last one still wants me to go back to him again. His energy is really strong. And that was for Julie Devlin. But I also feel like for Tracy, your dad was very, very significant as well in your life. And he's also shown me was there a birthday or something like that? Because he was at the birthday. Not physically. I'm talking from past. He's from the past loved one's side, but he's showing me a birthday. Was there a recent birthday as well, or is that birthday of him, or did someone celebrate that anyway? So what's with the birthday? Because he just showed me the birthday cake, and I feel like this was a male's birthday as well. Did he have issues with the throat? Because you can hear my voice changing. I feel like there was something not right with the throat, or someone around you, or you, or someone has issues with the throat area. Did he also have stuff with going on in his mind? Because I feel like he was unsettled. And he's saying to me that I was unsettled. I couldn't focus on things. Couldn't make up his mind, he said. He said he wouldn't have it any other way though. And what's with the throat? And then the anxiety that you get is beyond sometimes of your control. But you got to stop worrying about and thinking about stuff that's not going to happen in the future. Okay, so you're planting the wrong seeds with the future. You need to go watch The Secret as well. And you just reminded me to think of something. And I also feel sick around you too. Wow. Someone around you just doesn't feel right in the stomach. I feel like this. It's like my mouth's all wanting to water, and now I feel like I need to It's just I've got to stop my mouth from watering. I feel like I want to throw up. Was this person throwing up, or was it gagging or something? Because I can see them ready to gag. Anyway, I'll leave that there because it's a bit too much now for the live. But and I'll leave that there. And they said, no, you're not going anywhere. They said, we're going to give you some more pain in your left hip. Okay, so who's that with the left hip, so I can get rid of it? And I feel like this is Tracy or Julie Devlin. Going back to her, one of them has issues with the left hip, and I feel like it was either a hip replacement, but it went wrong or something. Hip replacement gone south or something, they just said. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay, over to you there, Ellie. What do we got there?
Yep. So just from Lynette Randall, she said her brother Michael, her grandfather, her husband passed away in August. In July, he went into the hospice. Dolly, her sister-in-law, and yes, she gave her her last haircut.
Oh, right. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Okie dokie. So sometimes it's really, these times when especially Father's Day or Mother's Day, it's really quite traumatic for some people. So it's don't be so hard on yourselves, guys. Like at the end of the day, they're always with you. They're always hanging around. It's not like they stay with me. They only come to me as a medium to send the message to you guys, to relay the message. That's all I do. I'm just a messenger. I'm just like your post box, but in live. Right, let's keep going. What have we got here? Okay. Okay. Donna Brooks, she said, I had to blow a Smurf out the door this week. Haha, just like you said. Oh, there you go. Let's see if it worked. Did it work, Donna? Keep an eye on Donna Brooks for me, Ellie, to see if it works, if I miss it, please.
No worries.
Okay, what else have we got here? All right. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. Tomorrow night we'll be on radio from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on the live 90.5 FM. So and I can't wait for Swa to come back either. Okay. Yeah. Yasha Roche says she's from Uluru North 6 Territory. That's in like Ayers Rock in the middle of Australia. She says it's cold here tonight. I know. Tell me about it. I'm freezing as well. And I've got my electric blanket. I haven't had to put it on for the last few weeks, but it's pretty yeah, can Yasha Rose, can you hear Bob snoring? He's seriously under my feet snoring, literally. Like I can't move my feet. Yes. Oh, Lynette Randall, she said, my brother, Michael. Okay, there you go. And she said, my grandfather and husband passed in August. Beautiful. Oh, I don't mean that beautiful that he's passed. I'm just saying beautiful that I got that they came through and gave me that message. Because I got, yeah, here it is here. So I got the August there, the Lynette. There's Lynette's name, August. And who did you find out who that knee was? She said July he went into hospice. Okay. Lynette Randall, Dolly is my sister-in-law. Okay, what did I say about the Dolly? I don't even remember. That's weird. I can't remember some of the stuff that I say. When I'm talking to spirit, it's really quite bizarre because I try and you know, try to remember everything, but I can't because my spirit guide protects me and doesn't want me to suffer or doesn't want me to feel the pain all night or forever or get affected by the pain. So my spirit will just give me the pain and then take it away or tell them to take it away, you know, the past loved ones. That's how I feel that it works behind the scenes here, behind me. So Lynette Randall said yes. Lynette, can you do me a favor, lovey, and put everything in say when you're doing your validations, guys, you do a capital validations, and then you put all the information underneath so that Ellie can pick it up for me, and then she reads it out for you guys. Because I can't. Every time you post it individually, it's hard for me to see it because I get it on the iPad like this, and I've got to scroll back and forth, back and forth. Okay, thank you. All right, what else have we got here? Oh, what's that one? So Colleen Deegan, she says, I have a nasty rash. Doctor gave me antihistamines and it's gradually getting worse. I know it will improve. I went and had that ear candling thing. You just reminded me. I went and had that ear candling thing today. The girl did it wrong in my ear, my right ear. I thought, oh my God, my hair's going to get all on fire. And sure as ever, I started to get itchy around my neck. I don't know if I was picking up on you or it was from the thing because I've never had that before. And from where I was lying down, I mean. And sure as ever, she set off the alarms for the fire, the smoke detectors, and I had 2 fire brigade in the room with me. And I said to myself, I bet you any money fire brigade come. I'm lying there going, nah, because I could smell it. It smelled like the place was on fire. Sure as ever, the announcement comes over. Then the fireman in the room with me while I'm lying on the bed with this candle in my ear. Can you believe it? So I was so embarrassed, and I just said, "Oh God, get me out of here." So I should have known better because I saw it happen before it even happened. But anyway, I'll learn. But yeah, going back to you, the nasty rash, and the doctor give you antihistamine. When I come out of there, I don't know if you can see, but my neck was red raw. And did you get it more on your neck as well, Colleen? Because that's where I'm feeling it as well. And then all of a sudden it was gone for me. So I don't even know what was on the bed because I have my hand like this on the side with my hand so that nothing could touch my neck because I'm very sensitive on my neck. But I do feel like for you, top up on your zinc as well, Colleen, because I feel like that you're zinc deficient as well. Because anything with a skin allergy or skin issues or things like I had a very close relative that had lupus, and I got her some zinc, and sure as ever, topped up her zinc significantly, and it went away, believe it or not. So that was one of my relatives. So Yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, look up the zinc and go get some zinc into your lovey as well. So Donna Marie Seaman says, I'm from Luton in the UK. Thanks for joining me. Jacqueline Tennant, yeah, laughing at Leslie. She bounces off the walls. 3 a.m. seems a good time. Oh no, Jacqueline, shivers. That's bad. Yeah, Tanya Atkins. I hope not. She says Snitzel could be playing with spirits. Well, I hope not. So Donna Langner says I'm in the study. Fair enough. Um, so Rachel Dawn McRae, she says I'm from New Zealand in the lounge having a cup of tea while kids are in bed. That's cool. Tanya Atkins says Snitzel could be playing with the spirits, perhaps. Yeah, I know. Well, it's funny because when she sits here, she'll just look at me, then she'll go and stare, and her eyes will go like this, and her eyes look like she's seen something, and it freaks me out. And I go, what is it, Snitzel? I'm thinking maybe she's more spiritual than I am. Oh, they're funny. And can you hear Bob snoring? Seriously, the animals. And I've got a talking parrot too. He's really cute. Okay. Tony Powell, hello. So Donna Marie Simage says it's 11:23 a.m. here in the UK. That's cool. Yasha Rose, it's 4:30 a.m. working in the laundry, watching from my staff accommodation in my bed. Yeah, right. With the heater as it's freezing. Yeah, I can just imagine. Okay, what's this one here? So Donna Brooks, she said, I don't understand how when my son had a baby, his partner made him choose between me, his mama, and herself. Unfortunately, I've met my grandson only once in a year and a half. There's no need for this to have happened. I am a good person. That's See, this is what happens, Donna, okay? And don't take this the wrong way. But if someone's pushing you away, there's always a reason for something, And I don't mean this in the wrong way or the wrong fashion. So don't take it to heart. I do feel like they're going to turn around, but I just feel like the overbearing part of you you've just called him you're his mama, okay, which is fine, got nothing to do with it, but it's like you're trying to keep him to yourself, and it's yeah, I don't feel like that's right. You've got if this woman was good enough for him to marry, then you've got to let him be married, if that makes sense. Don't make him choose his family, his immediate family. Now that's his immediate family. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from a different whole perspective. As much as you don't want to hear this, you want me to sit here and tell you that, oh, yeah, it's going to be fluffy feathers and it's going to be amazing. And, he's going to come back. He's not going to run back. He's not going to run back tomorrow. Definitely not. There's been some bridge under the water. And I know that you're a good person, but I feel like you're not giving out the whole truth here. Okay. So something's not right because no other woman or other daughter-in-law just automatically just pops up and says, okay, I'm going to cut her out of the life and make my husband choose between his mum and me. They don't just pop up and do that for no reason. Okay, they don't just wake up one day and say, okay, hang on a second, I'm going to make my husband choose. They don't just wake up to that. So I don't know what's going on in the background completely, but I get the feeling, and I just saw it. I just saw the venom coming out of your mouth. So I feel like there's been some bad words or backstabbing or something like that, and she's found out, and then sure as ever, yeah, I don't know if it's coming. I feel like it's coming from both ends. I feel like that you're both to blame, and then your poor son has been in the middle of this. The two women that he loves the most, and he's had to make a choice because he's got a baby. You put him under tremendous pressure, both of you. So, and don't take this the wrong way. This is just straight out. You got to hear it from, you know, the person that's least attached to all the emotions of this. Okay, so there's no offense, there's no nothing. You're going to take it to heart, I know, but there's nothing. I feel like that you're a fantastic mum, otherwise you wouldn't care as much. Okay, but you've got to back off. You've got to learn when to back off, and you know, you've got to learn when to put your pride aside. If you want to see the child, you've got to put your pride aside. Sometimes you've got to say, you know what, she's done an amazing job, she's looking after my son, she's done an amazing job. I need to see my grandchild. I need to zippity zip so I can have a future with my grandchild, if that makes sense. And I know that you have to jump through some hoops, but later on she'll come around, this lady. Okay, I just feel like that she's just stuck her claws in because she's just trying to prove a point, and I feel like she's had to prove a point as well. I feel like it's a culture, a European is. I just heard the word European background. Is that correct, Donna, or something like that? I'm not here to tell you something that you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the truth. Otherwise, my messages will stop from spirit. So that's how I tell it. I tell it straight. And I know that sounds a bit, I don't know, might sound harsh to some people's, but I'm not here to make fluffy feathers out of everything, guys. I'm here to tell you the honest truth and to help you get through things. And this is the best way I feel that you can get through it, is to zip it up. Don't say nothing to the daughter-in-law, and just remember she's looking after your son. So when you start to remember that, ladies, and you don't put your son in a position where he has to choose, then things will be much better for you. I've seen this. I've seen this happen so many times. It's not funny. And the mum does everything for the son, which is, it's great, it's beautiful. And then all of a sudden another woman comes along and then they fall in love. And what do you expect the son to do? The poor son, I feel sorry. It's different if they I feel like he's grateful for everything, and that's the role of the mother, to look after the children, but I do feel like he's grateful, but his heart's breaking too. Don't worry about that. I can feel it. And I'm sorry if I've upset you. It's not to upset you. It's to make you realize that you can have the time with your grandchild so that you can actually have a better life, instead of being this person stuck in the mud and getting your hooks in and claws in and everything like that and biting back and fighting back. Sometimes you just got to be wiser and pull back the reins and go, do you know what? I know what's going on. I don't need to be the one that's always right this time. I'd rather just be wrong so I can see my grandchild, Okay. So Anne rumbled. So here we go again. So Lesley, I'm really worried about my 16-year-old son. Spirit, can you give me some guidance? So I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around you too, Anne. I'll come back to you, Ellie. She's got like 8 validations there. Sorry, I just want to finish this one. Anne rumbled. So, Anne, I just feel like that your son is, I've said this 100 times. I used to lecture anatomy and physiology, and I understand the brain as well, because doing hypnosis, you have to learn about the brain waves and everything like that, right? So when you see your son and he's 16, he's a mature physical 16, but the brain hasn't caught up to the body yet, if that makes sense. And that's no offense either. But what happens is their brains, these young teenagers, their bodies mature really, really quickly, but their brain doesn't mature until they're about 22, 23, 24. Depends on the person. Everybody's body's different. So I feel like this son of yours is just going through that motion of changing, can't understand a lot of things, still got that bit of that immature part to his brain, but then he's also got that mature part where he can make some decisions, but he still needs the reins to be pulled back by his parents, okay? So the guidance needs to still come from you, Anne. Don't feel like you're not doing the right thing and you're worried about him, but put it in a better mindset too with him. And don't say nothing to him, but just give him a thumbs up every now and then. Just give him like the old wink. Just do something that's unusual for him to realize that he's on point, okay? Because if you notice everything that's always wrong with children, especially these young ones these days, they're very hypersensitive. It's not like the days when I grew up, right? It's completely different. It's a backflip. If you say something and they don't like it, it's like all hell breaks loose. So you better pull him back the reins and just give him a thumbs up and a wink. And I can see him putting a slow smile on his face. And I see him giving you a big cuddle as well. And has he done that recently or not? And I also get the number 12 around you too there, Anne. So what's it? 1, 2, and 3. So look up the angel numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I also feel like for you, the month of March is significant around you as well. I feel like this could be girlfriend issues. And that sounds very broad, but I feel like I see him on the text, doing the messages back and forth. And I feel like there's pressure to do something, but he doesn't want to do things, if that makes sense. Okay, so just remind him that you're there and that you're there as his guide. Okay, so as his guide as a parent. We have to learn to understand too, as parents, we're not here to make everybody happy. We are here to make ourselves happy in this world. We can't make everybody else happy. If we go around trying to make everyone else happy, then we are unhappy, because it's hard to do that. Everyone is here, born on this earth, to make themselves happy. Okay, we're not here to make everyone happy, Anne. And I feel like you're trying to do that, but it's like over the top, because you're so worried about him, which is beautiful. But he's like, whatever. What is she worried about? He just wants to get on with his everyday stuff. And give him something, occupy his mind. When a kid, my auntie used to be a principal of a high school, and she always used to say, a bored kid's a troubled kid. So when the kids are bored, that's when they're trouble. So you need to keep them occupied. Get them into sport when they're young. Get them into doing something. Karate is really good for them, because they actually have discipline. There's a lot of kids growing up now without discipline, because they've taken away the cane and all that stuff, which is fine. We don't need to abuse them, but going forward, that was a good thing then, and a lot of people behave themselves until now. So a lot of kids at these ages still think they're entitled to things, which is really, really sad, because that's the way the world's going. So, but I'm a little bit old school. I'm hard, but I'm soft as well. Sometimes you got to learn when to play the cards right. No, I even get it wrong. I'm not perfect. Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yeah, I've got a lot of validations.
Oh, right. Go figure.
Tracy Louise Densley said, validation, OMG, my dad had his massive 80th birthday party in March, then passed in May from a massive stroke. Thank you so much. He loved his cake so much.
Oh, right. Oh, that's why, the birthday, because I saw the big birthday. Yes. Ah, that's what that meant. Thank you. That's cool.
And Donna Brooks said it worked 100%. You asked me to keep an eye on that.
What? I can't remember what it was. What was it?
No clue.
I can't remember what it was. What worked 100%? Donna, can you help us out? Because I can't remember. When I'm in flight, I can't remember everything.
Then Kaylee Renee said, my left hip causes my dramas, and you were talking about someone needing more calcium. I've been thinking about taking supplements.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, look, Kaylee, talk to a functional medicine doctor. They do the naturopathic side as well as the doctor side. They're fantastic, and you're probably deficient in your zinc, your magnesium, your iodine, all lots of stuff. Selenium. Sorry, Ellie.
And Sheila Hall-Smith says, Lesley, I want to thank you again for the reading of my mother back a couple of weeks ago. You were spot on with her. I love you, girl.
Oh, right. I can't even remember. Wow, thank you. That's so cool. Thanks, Sheila. That's really cool.
Then Lynette Randall said, gotcha, June was significant as it was my mother's birthday, and Dolly was my sister-in-law, passed away when I was first dating my husband. She and my husband had hazel eyes. You mentioned sneezing and issues with speaking, and you mentioned 2 people coming through with similar issues, maybe respiratory. That would make sense, as that is who'd be coming through, my husband and his sister.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. Go figure, Spirit. Yes, go, Ellie. There's more.
And then
Wait, there's more.
Colleen Deegan said, validation. OMG, Lesley, thank you so. Thank you. The rash does feel hot and it is spreading to my right boob. Thank you. I will get some zinc
I'm the
tablets.
same. Yeah, I had the other day, because I'm very sensitive. Since I had the cancer, my body is super duper sensitive, and I had this natural nut bar thing the other day, and sure as ever, I'm still itchy from the other day from having a bloody allergic reaction to it. I know exactly what you mean. So I've been itching that's why I was wondering if it was spirit this afternoon when I had an itchy neck and itchy torso, but the torso part's been from the other day when I ate this nut bar thing. I don't know what was in it. I'm not going to have another one though, that's for sure. Sorry, Ellie.
That was it.
Cool. So there, go figure. Go Spirit. I said to Spirit before we started, I said, come on, Spirit, get your act together. We've got to lift up the game tonight. Yeah, he's lifted up his game. Okay. Okay. What have we got here? Let me go back a touch. Hang on a second. All right. Oh, lovely. So Miss Trish, Andy Dan, she says, hi, Spirit Lindsay, anything for me or son? I had a heavy heart today. Thank you so much. Lovey. I know it hurts like hell. Sometimes these kids just, they just hurt like hell. But I feel like there's other issues going on with your son in the back of the mind as well, okay? And I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. And I wouldn't swap myself for you any day there, Trish, because I just feel like you try so hard and you're so caring. But I just feel like there's a lot of other things that are coming up. And I get the number 16. So 1 and 6 is 7 for you. And I get July. And I also feel like the number 20. So you got 20 and the number 2 in February. So what are those numbers for you? And for some reason, I just got pain all in my right shoulder. So what is that with you? So right shoulder. What's happening with the pain there, or who was that? What was that? And I also feel like for you, there's other issues going on in the background, but you're not sort of dealing with things as well as you should be. I just feel like there's a focus on your son, but there's other issues. There's like this brick wall. There's your son, and then there's you. And I feel like that things can turn around. It's all about, you got to make it for you right now, okay? I want it to turn around so it's just for you. And I feel like that as soon as you start doing that, then you can cope better with what's going on with your son, if that makes sense. And I'll leave that there. Thanks for your question. I know you've got a heavy heart, and I just wish that I could just grab you and put my wings around you. So the amount of, no wonder I don't remember a lot of stuff that I say, because the amount of trauma, the amount of sorrow, the amount of grieving that I hear every day. And, it's harrowing, because there's a lot of people out there. It's literally every person on this live has got some harrowing issue or a past loved one that they missed drastically, and that the past loved one is, they're just lost for words. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, if I've missed your question, then please write it again. I will try to get around to a lot of people. I know it's Father's Day today, so happy Father's Day. Okay. Just reading some of the questions here. Okay. Christine Foot, happy Sunday. Does my husband have any regrets? He left our marriage. Thank you. She said, yeah, I don't feel like he has any regrets, Lovey. He was on his way out a little while before, honestly. I don't feel like he has any regrets at all. I feel like he cares about you, but I just feel like it's actually better for you to move on. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I just feel like that you've got your heart on your sleeve. And of course it's a shock. It's such a thing, but I feel like this was coming for a while, Lovey. Okay, and I also get the number 9 and 7 around you. So what's the Christine? What's the 9 and the 7 around you? And 7. So you got July and you got September as well. And yeah, I don't know why. I just got Harry for a name. I don't understand why. Harry or Henry. H name. Who's the H name? Okie dokie, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Donna Langdon, hi, lovely. Just wondering if you have any messages for me. I have a lot going on at the moment, causing me a lot of anxiety. Will everything be okay? So yes, it will be okay, but we need to change your mindset too, lovey. I say it on every single show. Everybody needs to watch The Secret. And some people are only just coming on board. I've been saying this for 251 live shows, and people are only just coming on board now with watching The Secret so that you can change your life, okay? That's really, really important, guys. I help you as much as I can, and I want you to have a better life and, have a beautiful, future. And as a duty of care for me to you, I like to share everything that I do that makes my life happier, which is watching The Secret. It's the full movie, the full documentary on YouTube. It's free. You can go and watch it, and I feel like that's going to change your life as well. And the anxiety that you're feeling is because you're manifesting things to take place and you're overthinking everything, Donna. So stop overthinking so that you can actually have a beautiful day tomorrow. So from tonight forward, you don't need to keep thinking ahead and thinking of too much. You know what they're saying to me? You've got too much time on your hands. I wish I could say that. So go get busy. Go get occupied. Go do something. Cook 3 meals or something. Get busy, Get busy for the week and things will start to change. Start planting the right seeds as well. So Spirit's always listening. No matter what you think, no matter what you do, Spirit is always in the background listening. And I can't stress that enough. The left brain is your conscious mind that thinks and hears what I'm saying, the one that's listening to me. And then the right side, this side, from this point onwards, that's why I look to my right, because that's where Spirit comes in, and that's where everything is talking to the universe. That does more work in the background. Your subconscious mind does more work in the background than any part of your body. It's constantly 24 hours a day, on the go. It's spinning. It's like a wheel. It just keeps spinning and spinning. It doesn't stop. So when you're thinking about something, you're going to be right. Whether it's right or wrong, you're always going to be right. Whether you say, I can't afford this, I'll just get by to the end of the week. What happens? You just get by to the end of the week. You need to make sure that you're setting yourself up in saying, if I can't afford this, how will I afford this? How can I afford that? Okay, that's how you change it. You've got to change your mindset 100%. I can't stress it enough. Everything I've said, since I've watched The Secret, everything I've said and done, I have achieved because I've changed my mindset tenfold, so. And I'll leave that there. All right. Okay. Lucinda Quarman, Qarnman. Is my daughter's dad going to be okay, please, Lesley? Yeah, we're going to do a prayer for him tonight. Okay, Lucinda? So, and I do feel like he's going to be okay. And I want you to put him, and I do feel like he's going to be okay, but I want you to start planting more seeds with the universe as well and stop thinking the worst, okay? So we'll do the prayer for him as well. Harvey's beautiful prayer for Father's Day. Okay, I've got to scroll forward because I just realized how far I'm behind. Melissa Jean, she says, being so sensitive must be really hard to deal with sometimes. Not really. I don't have problems with it. She said, but if I could have your gift today, I'd love to talk to my dad. Yeah, I know. It's like having this gift is really cool because you, like, most of the times I sense things before it happens, or can predict things before it happens, or when it's going to happen. It's really cool. Sometimes I don't even remember, like I said before, I don't even remember half the time when I've said something because I'm in flight. I call it being in flight. The spirit's here. I've got my big, Pharaoh spirit, whatever his name is, Osiris. I just wind him up when I say that. But he stands right behind me. He's just incredible, and he's extremely serious. Whereas I like to lift it up a bit and make it a bit more, accommodating and I don't know, bring the mood up a bit. Because otherwise, like I said before, if I was to, all this stuff that I'm seeing on here and everybody on here is always doom and gloom. So you can imagine how much readings. If I'm done, well, how many readings have I done already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably done 10 readings already. And the amount of readings I do per week is probably over 100 and something readings, including privates. And you can imagine how much trauma, how much sorrow, how much pain, how much, sadness I see in this, and, the bad things. That's probably why I don't get to remember everything, when I'm in flight, when I'm talking, when I've got spirit coming through. But I try to, lift it up a bit so that it makes it lighter for everybody. And in that way, people can have something better to look forward to in the future. And I can't stand it when, I see mediums do the doom and gloom. It's constantly doom and gloom all the time. I go, what are you talking about? They've got to have some happiness. Nothing sad, nothing bad happens forever. So just remember that if you're going through a tough time, it's just that current time, okay? So it will transform and something else will come out at the end. You always come out at the end. So, but being sensitive is I don't know, I have a protection mechanism as well there, Melissa. So if someone wants to do anything to me or hurt me, I'm instantly off the scene. I'm out of there. I do not allow anybody to take any more of my energy because my energy is very strong. My energy is very precious, and I don't allow anybody to take any more of my energy from me because I just protect myself a lot, and my spirit will protect me as well. So that's all I ask them to do. I don't do any rituals before my shows. I don't do any rituals after the shows. I don't protect myself probably as much as I should because I rely 100% on spirit. And if I'm feeling like I'm really tired or something like that, it's usually just from work. But if I'm feeling really tired or whatever, then that's just because I'm tired, not because I feel like there's anything attached to me, So, but any more questions on the spiritual side, guys? I'm back tomorrow night. If I miss your question, I'm back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock on a live 90.5 FM. That's a different ball game when I'm on that show because I can't say certain things because of the media law. But what I do is I ask Spirit and I say, Spirit, give me everything. I want the whole smorgasbord. I want the whole lot, the pain, the torture. I want the whole lot in front of me on my right side where I see everything on my right side. And I'm a remote viewer as well. So the remote viewing part is exactly like when you come out of the shower, the mirror is a bit misty. That's exactly how I see it. And I can see everything. It's like I've been in people's houses. I've been in car accidents, been in lots of stuff. So, and if like it's like my spirit, if I'm in a car accident or if I'm in the scene of something bad, my spirit will put me in it until the actual bad part happens, like until the crash actually impacts. Then they'll take me out and put me on the side of the road, if that makes sense. And then I'll watch it and describe the rest of it. But they do put me in the scene. So Lorraine Fraser is watching from Scotland. Hello there. Donna Brooks, yes, indeed, it works 100%. I can't remember what that was for. Gosh, far out. So Raven says it's actually cool here tonight in Georgia, USA. It's 74 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that in Celsius? Because we have Celsius here. So I think 100 degrees is like 100 degrees, 100 degrees Fahrenheit is 40 degrees here. I think in degrees Celsius here. I can't remember. God, don't even quote me on that one. I can't remember. Oh. Lynette Randall says, my father had an MRI on his knee the day he died. That's what I had, the pain in my knee. Okay. It was my left knee there, Lynette. That's really sad. Glennis Lacey says, I call my electric blanket my husband and I turn him on every night. Oh, God. Okay. La, 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 la. All right, over to you there, Ellie. We've got another validation, have we?
Yep. So Sheila, no, that's not the one. Amy Rumbold said, validation. Yes, I do have anxiety, and I can be over the top worrying about my son, and I do try to make everyone happy.
Yeah, true. 100%. Yes. All right. If I've missed your question, guys, then please send it up again because I'm a bit behind, so I've scrolled forward, okay? I try to do my best. It's hard because I've got like a lot of questions coming up. You can imagine and when I start reading, I miss about 15 more questions. So Okay, let me just find another one. So love, like, and share the page too, guys. Okay, so Sue White. She wants a message from her husband who passed. Don't tell me when they passed. Don't give me dates. Don't give me numbers. Don't give me nothing. Just ask the question, guys, because that's all I want. Because I'll tell you. She says, hi, Leslie, would love a message of guidance, please, from my husband, passed in February, and finances. But I feel like that the finances are going to get better, okay? So you need to go and watch The Secret as well. And I get the number 4 around you, so the month of April. So what is the month of April? Because I just feel like that the April is significant around the husband as well. And I also see July next year. I feel like things are going to backflip for you, okay? And it's going to be good. So look forward to next year. And so what's with the left eye? So who's got issues with the left? I feel like I've been poked in the eye. So who had the issues with the left eye around you? Was that your husband, or is that you, or did he have like a lazy eye, or what was with the eye? Because I feel like there was something not right with his eye. And also, she said the finances, and I feel like the finances are going to come back. Now they're showing me the number 16 just floating past me, okay? So what's the number 16 around you? 1 is 67, so you got the month of July again, so definitely July. So either 16, 7, or July for you, 100%, okay? So, and I also feel like that the finances are going to change. So coming up to about November to December, it's going to be a little bit tight, but they're saying to me, get out of automatic mode. It's time for you to step up, change gears. They want you to change gears, okay? So get your T's crossed, I's dotted, look for something else. There's plenty of ways to make more money, 100%. And you've got the knowledge here to do it. You've just been stuck in your little rut. You're just like stuck in the rut. It's like you got your feet just locked into quicksand, not quicksand, cement, and they're not moving. You're not moving nowhere. So you need it's changing up a gear. You're in first gear. You haven't even hit second for a long time. Okay, so we need to change you. 100% need to change that. By about November, December, you're going to go, oh my God, this is all changing now. Okay, and I'll leave it there. Look forward to it too. It's going to be good. Ba, ba, ba. Ah, there you go. Did we do that one? Did we do that one about Lynette? She said, Lynette Randall, she says, my husband and his sister both passed of cancer, sister-in-law lung and husband esophageal cancer. That's
Yep.
why I had the issue with the throat. Yeah. Wow. It's that's like serious, like one of my old PT clients, I remember going and I was in the shopping center. Oh, this was going back many years ago. And I was just standing and minding my business and I saw her in front of me. I said hello. And then she said, Leslie, remember the time when I spoke to you about my husband and blah, blah, my husband, and he was yelling at me all the time and this and that. And I said, yeah. And she said, well, he won't be yelling anymore. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, he's got throat cancer. I said, oh, really? She goes, yeah, that's the karma he got for yelling at me for all those years. I went, oh, wow, that's actually a good way of looking at karma. You know what I mean? You just reminded me of that, like nothing to do with you, but you just reminded me of it. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just reading the comments here. There's so many comments. You guys, stop writing me novels. Just give me a question. I've got to read it and okay, what do we got here? Maria Pilpa. Hi, Leslie. Do you see any serious issue developing in my eye? Thanks. Oh, what do I see? I feel like one of them's gone a little bit blind, but is that right? I feel like this can get fixed, but it's not going to be easy. That's what I feel. Do you wear glasses? Is one side of the glasses a bit stronger on one? I feel like the right eye. One side of the glasses is a bit stronger glass than the other side. Is that right? Because they just showed me one side a tiny bit thicker than the other side. And they also showed me patch over your eye. So you're definitely having something done to your eye. 100%. Okay. So love, like, and share the page, guys. I did Psychic TV on Thursday night, and they're strict there because they won't answer any questions unless you've shared it. So share the page, guys. I might have to become like a big strict person like that. So Jen Vernham, hi, first time here. Nice to cross your path and have you brought to my consciousness. I have a lot going on lately and wonder if you feel any energy from me. Jen, I do feel sore neck. And I feel like posture is all out as well. It's like you're just hunching down. And so what I also get for you is the number 18, and just flash 18. So you got the month of September and the number 9. So what is that around you, Jen? Because I feel like things are going to change there. And I also just got birthday as well. I just got a big birthday cake. I don't understand this, but the lady before that I read earlier on this show, she said March was the big, like the birthday, because I had March and I had big birthday cake, and that was the grandfather's 80th. And I just got 80 or 8 around you as well. So what is that around you? So the month of August or the number 8 as well. And I just feel like even though things are, a little bit like you said, there's a lot going on. A little bit chaotic is the word I'm looking for. I was trying to find the word. I just feel like that things are going to settle down, and like it's all about moods are contagious. So when the moods are contagious, when you're in a foul mood or someone's in a foul mood, it puts everyone on eggshells. It puts everyone else on like skidding on ice. So and you don't want to slip over on the ice. So I just feel like that everyone needs to calm the farm. Everyone needs to transition. I want you to go and get grounded as well. They're showing me walking on grass or walking on water with the sand under your feet, or even just wet grass. Just go and get your feet wet on the earth, okay? That's going to change the few things with you. And just have a think about like listening to the wind, listening to like feeling that sun that rays on your back as well. I feel like this is going to be so much better for you. It's really important for you. And it also showed me white fence. Now, why am I getting a white fence with you? It's like a picket fence, but not a strong looking picket fence, if that makes sense. And it's like how can I say it? Like a different kind of picket fence. It's not like the ones, it's got a couple of ones missing in the middle, and they just like they're all spread out a little bit longer, if that makes sense. White fence. Are you thinking of moving as well, or house, or what's with the house? And I feel like I want to sneeze. Who's sneezing around you as well? I know that sounds weird and it's so general, but I feel like I need to sneeze. I feel like I need to pop, when you hold your nose and you pop your ears? That's what I feel like I need to do around you. And there's issues with someone with the right ear. That's why they're popping. And I'll leave that there. Over to you. Do we have any more validations there?
Yeah, I've got two. So
Okey
the
doke.
first one's from Andy Dan. They said, validation, I'm lost for words. You're so right. Love heaps. And 16 is my girlfriend's
Birthday.
birthday that passed, and someone else, the 20, don't know yet. July is a lot, and February we'll see. I feel for my son. I have chest pain. We're working on health. We take care more. Thank you so much. With love of my heart, you help so many people, and thank you, Spirit and Lesley.
Oh, beautiful, Trish. Thank you.
And then Lucinda Quammen said, thank you, you were right. I do think negatively about her dad, but he cried today and it really felt sad.
Aww. Lucinda. Yeah. He cried because he's starting to get older and realize the, things with life. That's what's going on. So oh, Marcy Frank. Fair enough. She said, hello, my name is Mark from California. Sorry, is that Marcy or Mark? It's got Marcy Frank and then there's Mark. Hello, my name is Mark from California. I lost both my parents within the last 10 years. My dad passed at the end of 2012. There in 2014, my mum crossed over. It was so wonderful if either one of them come through with a message for me. Thank you so much. Been following you on Rumble and just found your Facebook page. That's cool. So yeah, that's my backup page, guys. Rumble and what's the other one? Twitch. So I'm also looking at other avenues as well. So, but I will do a reading for you, Lovey. So they're both the mummy and daddy passed. Okay, what do I get? I get 11 around you. So you got the month of November and the number 2. So that's, did you say February? So he's got February as well. So I also feel like for you, there's a lot of stuff that's where you've got your heart on your sleeve there. And I also want to say too, as much as things feels like it's doom and gloom for you as well, it's like you've got so much coming up. There's so much opportunity. It's like an explosion. I just saw a big explosion of opportunities for you. It's massive. And it's like you're walking around with your head in the sand, it's like you've missed a few things. And it's like, oh wow, I could have done that. I've missed this and I missed that. And it's because you're not on point with things at the moment. Okay. So they're showing me that you've got a lot of things where they're saying to me, communication is down. Okay, so the communication is down in everything that you're doing. It's like you're into yourself. It's like you're introverted and you're into yourself. You don't talk it out. Communication is the best for everything. If you have got issues, you need to talk about it, okay? And I'm talking for everybody. It's so important. The problem here is that you've got everything in your mind and you've got everything that you need to do, but you're not doing it, okay? So that's really important. And they're jumping up and down here saying you've got the smarts, you just don't use it. You're sitting in the past, Mark. You're sitting in the past, and Mark, you've got to sit down, take 1 hour of your time and go, do you know what? Where do I want to be in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, 12 months' time, 2 years' time, and 5 years' time? Where do I want to be? What's going to happen here? Where am I going? Because I feel like you're all over the place. They're just showing me confusion. It's like you're ping pong from one end of the place to the other. So a lot of stuff that you need to do. It's like sit down and focus, get that communication going, because it's a barrier for you at the moment. Okay, and also get the number 9 around you as well, September, and 12. So 1 and 2 is 3. So you've got angel numbers as well, and you've also got the month of March as well. So you've got 11, 2, November, February, 12, and March, number 3, and December. And I feel like this is a December that that is going to be changing a lot of things. Okay, so next year is a big year for you, Mark. 2023, big year coming up. Change is important, and there's lots of changes. It's like the 555, I just saw that. Look up the angel numbers 555. So I feel like that the 555 is all about change. It's just definitely going to be significant for you. And yeah, if you could validate that, that would be amazing. Okay, I feel that anxiety with you too. So just keep your chin up, mate. You're doing really well. It's just a matter of just getting all your ducks in a row. Okay, so once you get all your ducks in a row, things are going to take off. It's like you're going to like you're just taking off like the rockets at 15 degrees. It's going to go 20, 30, and all the way up. And so it's up to you whether you want it to or how much higher you want that rocket to go. So you need to start focusing on your future. So just get out of automatic mode. I can't stress it enough for everybody, okay? Yeah, Taylor Goddard, she says, I love naturopaths, highly recommend 100%. 100%. Okay, so Crystal Whitfield, she says, I've got an itchy head. Does someone around you, do you get an itchy head all the time there, Crystal? Because I just got that when I was reading you. Someone's pulling on your hair. Like I feel like there's a spirit just pulling on your hair. Just to get your attention. She says, Crystal Whitfield, she says, do you have any advice for a fellow medium? She says, I automatically write books worth and I have trouble focusing on one at a time. Have you advice on that, as well as a message for me? I appreciate your time. I don't know if you see this thread. I've had to come off. Whoops, gosh, I lost it. I had to come off a different page to this one. But if you don't see it this until later, feel free to PM me. She's from Tennessee. But so look. Let me get one thing straight with talking to spirit. Now I've had 70 people on this show tonight, all with probably 2 or 3 spirits in the background. So 70 times that, what's that? It's over 300 spirits all at once at the same time. My spirit, what I do with my spirit is I ask him to be specific, and I ask him to give me a smorgasbord for the person that I call out. So I say, okay, Crystal Whitfield, I'm going to call her name out to spirit. I'm going to read the question out, and spirit gives me all that information, bang, like that, accurate as well as fast with the speed. I like the speed as well because I don't have time to delay things, especially on live shows. So I want it fast and accurate, but I ask him to give me a smorgasbord of stuff, but I tell him what I want. So what you're doing is you're allowing spirit to rule you there, Crystal. So you have to turn it around. You need to put boundaries around and say, okay, I'm writing automatic book for XYZ topic, whatever it is. I don't know what you're writing, but this is how I want to deliver it. So you ask them, give me all the message just for this book. Okay. And don't ever say you're having trouble focusing. Don't ever say I've got a blockage. Don't ever say anything like that, because they go, oh, far out. They've missed it. Oh my God, I've just given her a really, really faint message and she's missed it. So I don't get all my messages as if I'm talking to people. I see visions, I get all the remote viewing, I get the feelings, and I get all the sensations. Now, if I was to get everything, like, you know, like if you get a hammer and you hit your thumb, that's really hard, that hurts, right? It's like traumatic, it hurts. But sometimes I just get a little flick. Like if it's a heart attack, it won't be a heart attack where I'm, you know, struggling to breathe or dying, you know what I mean? But I'll just get this tiny little in the heart. That's what I'll get. So my spirit gives me things faint and they give me things strong. So if I miss the faint one, it'll get stronger and stronger and stronger, or it won't go away. So if it's a knee injury, for example, it'll give me that pain in the knee and it'll just give me like a sharp pain. It'll shock me, because that's what, if they've had a broken leg, or if they've had I had one person on my radio show over at Pulse, and one of the last shows, one of the second last show, I think it was, with Ellie. And I was literally shot in the leg and I couldn't move my leg. Ellie was sitting in front of me just looking at me, as if Ellie's my producer. She sits in the background. And I was just sitting there just trying to hold my leg, and my leg was killing me. And that was the strongest pain ever, but I couldn't work out exactly. I was in so much pain that I couldn't work out what was going on. And the lady that I was reading for said that her son was shot in the leg. So that, as soon as she said that, I read that and she said that, the pain went away straight away. So you've got, sometimes I get strong pain and sometimes I get the weak pain. So you've got to pick up on everything. And if you're missing stuff or you're having trouble focusing, it's because you're not directing your spirit guide to tell you what to tell you the information, if that makes sense. You've got to put boundaries on them. That's how I do it with spirit. I say to spirit, whatever you do, this is my 251 live show or something, or 50 something, whatever it is. I don't want anything before 8 o'clock. I want everything at 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. I don't want nothing after. If I'm here on my live and I'm doing the show, I don't want to have nothing before the show. I'm too busy setting up. I'm feeding the dog, or I'm getting a cup of tea. I don't want nothing. I want to have everything just as I start. And that's why when I start now, I always call in spirit, and I always ask you guys to acknowledge spirit, have some respect, and don't just pop up. You've got to say hello to spirit. You've got to actually acknowledge spirit, because spirit sits in the background for all you guys as well. That's not just my spirit. It's not just me with my spirit. It's your spirit as well. So if you're disrespectful to a medium and you want the medium to read for you, you can't be disrespectful and not say please, or have any manners, or direct it to us and or dictate to us and say, oh, give me a reading. I need a reading now. And we just go, what? Because spirit gets their nose out of joint. I tell you, they just go, what the hell? Get lost. I'm not reading for you. You're too rude. And that's why they say you're in that position, because you're rude. So do you see what I'm saying there, Crystal? It's really important that you actually put boundaries around it, Lovey, so that you can, there's plenty of people to read and do things. If you're a medium, it's all about doing the right thing and delivering that proper message properly with professionalism, so that you're not fishing. You're just getting a question like I do, and a name, and you're answering the question. You don't whatever you do, don't go fishing for stuff. That's probably the worst thing you can do. If I'm in my private readings, I'll say to the person at the start, I get a dump of information at the start. It'll all link up at the end. If something doesn't make sense at the start, it always links up by the end. So that's how I operate. But that's what I do there. You can take it on board. I'm happy to share my thing. I do my workshops. I give everybody everything in my workshops, which is coming up in September. But, I don't hold back with my sharing. I give it all. There's no need to. There's so many people out there that need help. There's so many people that need to have, advice. So we've got some people on YouTube over there. We've got EB1971N. She said, I would love a reading. Yes, hypersensitive kids now, 100%. And Mind Delusion is on Twitch. Thanks for joining me, guys. I like your image there, Mind Delusion. That's a cool name too. So Twitch and Rumble is my two sites that if anything happens, and YouTube, if anything happens on Facebook, then I can jump over to 3 other sites. I'm also looking at a 4th one. It's coming up soon. You're welcome. Mind Delusion. So, but yeah, going forward, guys, it's really important. If you want spirit to come through for any medium that's reading you, you need to have respect. If you don't have respect, they just go, get lost. I can't be bothered with you. It's really important. That's why I like to pull in spirit at the start and say hello to everyone, acknowledge everyone in here because everyone's having sorrow, everyone's got pain and suffering, So Michelle Lambert says, I have been struggling at the moment, very confused about what's going on with my daughter, making me feel ill. Okay. So don't overcook it. They're saying to me, Michelle, don't overcook the carrots, lovey. Okay. I understand you're upset, but don't keep manifesting this to continue. So, and you're upset, your whole equilibrium is out as well. So your whole balance is out as well, lovey. Okay. So you need to make sure that you're focusing, and I feel dizzy around you actually. So you need to make sure, Michelle, that you're focusing on the good things around your daughter, not the bad things, okay? So start planting the right seeds because you're planting the manifesting seeds of things going pear-shaped. All right? That's really important for you, especially in your house. And I feel like there's one room in the house that's like a dark energy in the house, okay? So we need to get rid of that as well. And, I heard somebody say that, I do ghost rescues. And I think, oh, for God's sake, give me a break. Just acknowledge spirit in the house and tell them to go away. If you're sensing things or if another medium says that, just say, okay, thank you. Look, I don't even sage my home. I don't have to sage it because I trust my spirit 100,000% to get rid of what's in my home. I don't have to. If there's any negative spirits or whatever the case may be, I just say, spirit, do your stuff. I have to put 100%. I don't sage. I never sage. I don't even think I'd like the smell of it. That's why I don't think I want to do it. But going forward, lovey, plant the right seeds. You just planted a seed saying it's making you feel ill. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to feel ill because you're manifesting it. You need to go watch The Secret as well. I keep saying that show, and I'll always say it because it's changed my life. It's changed people's lives as well. So, and so EB1971N on YouTube. Does my dad watch over me? I worry a lot. You worry too much, lovey. There's nothing to worry about. Dad is always there. They're always hanging around, guys. So they're always beside you. They don't leave your side. Okay? They're always there. And it's really important for you guys to understand that because the stuff that I get that's really traumatic with you people is how can I say it? Like if you want to notice things, you ask. If you want things to happen, you want to know if they're there or not. What you need to do is just ask them to show you something. And for example, I did a reading, would have been, oh my God, maybe 6 or 7 months ago from here. I remember because I heard a kookaburra at 11. It was on Tuesday, and it was about 11 o'clock at night. And I said, oh, and I had the window open. I said, oh, can anybody hear that kookaburra? The kookaburra is just like really doing his thing. And sure as ever, the lady that I was reading for, her dad used to love kookaburras. So do you know what I mean? Like you got to look for the signs, ask for the signs and look for them as well. Ellie, did you get Donna Brooks's validation there, blue surf method or something?
No, I don't think so.
Hang on. She's saying, Donna Brooks validation blue Smurf method. That's exactly what I do. I had an unexpected fright and was cornered by a very evil person. She said they left awful darkness. She said I put this person and their darkness into a Smurf on my left. He's got to be on the left hand, like I say, left hand tiny Smurf. She said the wind and light came and blew them away into dust. She says, amazing. Thank you, Leslie. 100%. Within 2 to 4 weeks, they'll be gone. Maria Pilpa says, I am extremely worried about a current issue with my eye. Could you please let me know? I already spoke that one, Lovey. I already done that one. I see surgery and I saw your eye being covered up like a patch. Definitely having surgery. Chris Adams, hello. Sean Parks, hello. Kate Rath, hello. She says, will I have another baby and end up with the person I am thinking about, please? Oh, yes, I do feel yes to both. Yeah. No, and it's not going to be easy road. It's going to be a little bit rocky, but I can see you pushing through. Oh, wow. Tina Milton, she said, hi, Leslie, from home of Daniel Ricardo. She says, does Spirit have any messages for me, please? A few weeks ago, you suggested where Mum's will was, and you guessed within a matter of inches. All right, that's cool. Do you have any idea where my keys are, please? I flushed my spare one down the toilet at McDonald's on Wednesday. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, where the keys are. I don't know why, but I just saw one of those, like those bags that you tie, like not exactly like this. Oops, hang on a second, I'll show you. 1 second, like this. Those bags, but it's like a felt bag. I feel like it's one of those ones where you tie it up. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of clutter in your home there, Tina. Too much clutter. They just show me stuff everywhere, and I feel like it's under clutter, like under books or something, like books or paper. That's what I just saw. And I feel like this is on a desk, it's or some bench top, and I feel like it's got paper or something over the top of it. And it's sort of like in between it, you know what I mean? And can you tell me where, as a matter of fact, how far away was I from where the wheel was? Please, that'd be cool. That's the remote viewing for you guys. I've done that before where I've found one of my first ones was the hairbrush from Maria Brinkat. This is going back at a show, and she came in and she was at the live show. And I just finished doing all the readings. It was a platform show, and sure as ever, she came up to me with her daughter, and her validation's actually probably one of the first validations in my album there. And she came up to me and I thought they were going to ask me something else. And then she said, oh, Leslie, my mum wants to know where's the hairbrush. I said, oh, okay, that's an unusual request. And she says, oh, no, and I heard the number 5 anyway. I didn't say it. But she said, oh, it's a 5th generation hairbrush. She said, and we've lost it. I said, oh, right. And I said, okay. I said, show me your mum's ring. So she took off the ring off her hand, and I held it straight away. And instantly I just saw myself looking under the bed with them two beside me, looking under this single bed. And I saw the hairbrush down, like, when you got the corner of the broom and you got like the bed, the corner, I saw the hairbrush wedged down the back of the bed leg there. And I told her, and I said, look, I could see us under the bed, and I could see them looking. I said, I can see a little girl there as well, a little 2 or 3-year-old blondie. And they said, yeah, that's the granddaughter. I said, well, she's been playing with it. And she said, yes, I know. And she said, I said, well, she's dropped it down the side of the bed. And I said, let me know when you get home. So sure as ever, they raced home. And by the time they got home, she said that she sat on the end of the bed crying for half an hour after, because she found the hairbrush exactly where I said, because it was a 5th generation. So it's been passed down for 5 generations of grandmother to grandmother to grandmother to grandmother. It was so cool. How cool is that? Like, how would you think, like, a hairbrush? So, oh. Yeah, Jen Vernham, she says, my best friend died 5 days after my 30th this year, and my 1-year-old cat got ran over this Wednesday. Oh, that's so sad. I'm lost and have more things happen in such a short time. Any guidance would be appreciated, Jen. Jen, you poor thing. Look, I couldn't imagine my life without my cat. She's just amazing. As you know, Snitzel, she just loves the life. She's a little bit of a star, a little bit of queenie queen. So I couldn't imagine how you would have felt with the cat. So I do see another cat coming though. I see another little kitty. And it's like the junior of the senior. That's what I'm getting for the kitty. And I also, what was the other question? Your best friend. So why do I get the month of June for you as well? And I get the month of May. May and June for you. And I feel like this birthday's anniversary around this lady. And I also feel like my chest is really, really like tight here. It's like it's not heartburn, but I feel like my heart is broken. It's like a deep pain in my heart. And it's not a heart attack. It's like a deep pain. It's like the sorrow. It's the habit. It's like everything is missing in your life. That's what I feel for you, Jen. And you've got your heart on your sleeve as well. And I also feel very dry around you in the mouth. So you need to be drinking more water as well. She's actually worried about you not drinking and not looking after yourself. Okay. So I feel like the water has been an issue for a while. And I just heard the word kidneys as well. So if you're not drinking water, it's like you're drying up your kidneys. Like your kidneys is just bloody, like what's it called? Shizzling. I can't say it. Shivering. What's that word, Ellie? Shriveling up. Oh my god, I can't. I'm bloody blonde tonight. Could she not get her words out, or did she used to have problems with saying some words there, Jen? Because I feel like it was her trying to say shriveling up. That's what I'm trying to say, but I couldn't get my words out. So my god, that was hard work. See what happens when you're a blonde and you're a medium. And I just feel like that she had a heart on her sleeve, this lady, okay? She's showing me the big smile. She's saying, you're funny, but she liked to have a good laugh, this lady as well. And I see her with now, do you have a photo of her with like those 3/4 pants, or like they look like white 3/4 pants, but a bit flared at the bottom, if that makes sense? And I feel like that she had them on. It's like a photo of her with that, or there's a grandmother figure. I feel like there's a grandmother figure here as well. She's got two people. And I feel like this lady had the bell bottom pants flares, but they were actually 3/4. They're coming back in fashion. So 3/4 pants. And this was like similar top, and there was a belt. This is an old photo, a very old photo. And I feel like this is a grandmother figure, and I feel like that they're both there together. Okay. And it also showed me tablets as well. What's with the tablets or medication? Tablets and meds and stuff like that, like lined up. I see like lined up tablets everywhere. And she's also shown me issues with the hand. So this is the left hand as well. She just showed me the left hand. So what happened with the left hand? Because I can't, it was that quick, I can't quite see what happened. But I feel like the left hand had something like maybe scarring or burnt or something like that on the left hand. Because I can see it doesn't look like the right hand. Okay, so she's gone like that, but the left hand looks a bit different to the right. Okay, something's not right with the left hand. So who's that around you as well? So it looks like either I feel like it's hand, skin. I feel like it's skin. Something not right there. So which person's that? Is that you, or is that the grandmother, or is that your best friend? So which person is it? There's a few here. There's quite a few people here. You can imagine. Oh, Lorraine Fraser says Father's Day is June here in Scotland. Miss my dad. She says sometimes it would fall on my younger brother birthday. He's in spirit world with my parents. Jeez. So, whoops, it's gone. Oh. So, Nat Garcia, hi, I am from the UK, listening in China. I am having a hard time right now and was wondering if my grandparents have any messages for me. Yes, Lovey, start to smile and cheer up a bit. That's the message for you, okay? You're having a hard time and it's all coming back. It's been a double take of this, okay? That's what I'm feeling. It's like you've been through one thing the same and then it's happening again because you haven't learned the lessons from before. And then the harder the times are getting, the stronger the message for the lessons, okay? 100% your grandparents are with you all the time. 1000%. They're not with me. They only come through me to relay messages, lovey. So Canva, oh god, that's a hard name. NT shirt shot show, no shot show. Hey, she says, will I get into Bachelor of Law or Criminology? I do feel like you'll do that, but I feel like you might have to go through a stepping stone to get there first. So you might have to go to TAFE or something like that to go and do like a diploma in something to get up there, and that'll pay off as well. It'll be really good for you. Let me know how you go. So Jacqueline Tennant, she said, you need to watch The Secret. It's extremely interesting, 1000%. I can't stress it enough. Over to you there, Ellie. We've got a validation there.
Yep, I've got two. So the first one's from Jen Vernon. She said, my granddad just had his 80th yesterday. I'm struggling to stay up with moods. Grounding is definitely something I need to do. Not sure about the fence. I have had bad ears from a child, especially my right ear. I need to pop sometimes. Thank you. I will put more work into grounding. Spirit and Leslie.
Beautiful. So that was because that 80th birthday was the second person, and that's cool. 100%. Yeah, there we go. Look, I just wrote it here. Now, where is it? Where did it go? Here. Look, 80th, and then, whoops, where is she? There. Jen. How cool is that? Thank you, Spirit. So we had two 80th birthdays. That's really cool. So over to you there, Ellie.
Yeah. Marcy Frank said it's Marcy, yes, 555, Gemini, change, right, all over the place at times, introverted. Love your advice about getting my ducks in a row and find out where I want to be. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
100%, Marcy. Go, girl. You've got everything going for you. Just keep going. Don't stop in the middle. Problem with people is they stop in the middle. If you want something, you need to go. You need to push. You need to push yourselves. I can't push you. I'm a PT. My background's in personal training. I'm motivating. I'm a pusher. That's what we do. That's what I've known for 35 years, 36 years. So, mind delusion. Is everyone on YouTube? I feel lonely here. No, lovey. They're all on Facebook. They're all on Facebook, on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So come over to that page and you'll see everybody, all the comments. So when you come back to my shows and you watch my shows, you need to watch the comments as well, because then that'll tell you what's going on with the shows. So EB1971N from YouTube says, I'm concerned about patches of red on my right leg. Anything to be concerned about? Yes, go to the doctor, lovey, because I feel like there's something not right there. So if you've got patches on there, it's either I feel like there's a circulation issue as well, a nervous issue, as well as there could be, are you a diabetic? If not, maybe go and look into getting some advice there, or it's what's it called? Staph infection. Okay, but I feel like this is more circulation. You need to go get it checked. 100% go get it checked. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you to have, surgery and not have surgery and stuff like that. But what I can do is guide you to the right spot. Wants me to find the padlock. What? I've lost a padlock with keys for my son's school locker. How'd you do that? I would love your help finding it. Padlock. I've lost the padlock with keys for my son's school locker. I feel like it's in the car. I don't understand, but I feel like it's in the car. It's like between an envelope or something like that in the car. Something's not right in the car. You're welcome. Over to you there, Ellie. We've got two more.
Yep. So Nat Garcia said, validation. Yes, I am experiencing something that happened before, and I often feel I didn't learn my lesson.
Yeah, 100%, Lovey. That's so important. The spirit does things for a reason. It'll your spirit, not mine, will put things in place, guys, so that it makes it much more difficult for you to get ahead or to get past something that's not right for you. Okay, so that your spirit's looking out for you. So they'll keep putting these obstacles. They'll keep making things difficult and harder and harder and harder. And sure as ever, you still miss it. So you need to learn the lesson so that you can get ahead of time. And I'll leave it there. Back over to you there, Ellie.
Yeah. Eduardo Sanchez said, validation. Marissa Serafino referred me a while back. You did a reading and some family came through. I wasn't sure who, but I'm almost positive it's my uncle. Also, you said it was possibly my dad that had a diabetes issue and something wrong with his leg. Well, last week my brother ended up in the hospital with diabetes, which was extremely surprising. He has to take insulin. You also said I needed to get my dad to exercise more, so I bought him a bike yesterday. Thanks again.
Oh, beautiful. Well done. Go figure. Thank you for that. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yes, so with the body needs to move, guys. So if you're not moving and you feel like crap, you need to go moving because your body's got too much of this built up energy in it, and it needs to get its butt kicked, so to speak. Ah. Did you see that? I just read that out. There you go. I just saw the keys in the car. EB1971 from YouTube said, we changed our car last September. I was thinking last night it could be in the old car. I will check out. I don't feel like it's in the new car, Lovey. Which is the dark colored car, EB? Because I feel like the dark colored car is the one that it's in. Okay, so it looks like to me a dark blue or dark charcoal or gray or dark black. I don't know. I just feel like it's a dark blue. I don't know. I just heard dark blue. They said like my shirt. So whatever that closest to that. I'm a bit colorblind too. So Megs Levine says, you have a wonderful gift. Thanks for sharing it. Thank you. No. Crystal Whitfield, this is on live right now, Lovey. I'm live. It's not on repeat. Crystal, I'm live. But guys, if you get onto my show and you think that you're live, make sure that you check to see if it's live or not. If I don't answer any of your questions while you're there, I'm not live. So a lot of people make mistakes. I'm getting a lot of people come back to me and send me messages whilst the show's been over. So make sure that you check that, and don't send me any messages on Facebook, on Messenger, because I won't do any readings from there. So yeah, Harvey, I'm getting to it. Okay. She's reminding me Father's Day. I know. I feel like I've got someone else here to read. What's the time? I've got plenty of time. My gosh. Okie dokie. Oh, so Montana Leparson, she says, hi, Leslie Spirit and everyone. Hope you are all doing well. Leslie, I'd truly be grateful for any messages you've drawn. Also, not sure if you received my message, but I got my bracelet you sent. That's beautiful. She goes, I absolutely loved it. Also, she says, is the tiger's eye that you put on it? I have no idea. Jess Black, where are you? She says, this is a crystal question. I have no idea. And she said, and wow, it's Father's Day there. Our Father's Day is in the US is in June. That's neat. Thank you so much for your time of being here. Jess Black, we need help because I have no clue about the question on the crystal. So she's asking me something about a tiger's eye, and I just wouldn't have a clue. So I think I need to learn this stuff somehow. What have we got here? So Jen Vernon, she says, is there a lesson I need to take away from all the heartache I feel? Yes. You need to step up and start looking at the future. You need to start planning ahead and start doing stuff for yourself, okay? Because you're not doing stuff for yourself. I think I read you earlier. Okay. Oh, gosh. What's going on here? Crystal Whitfield. Yes, it is live, Lovey. Yeah, so in the top left-hand corner, you can see the live red there, and you can see how many people are on the live. If it's not red in the top left-hand corner, it's not live. Okay, what's this one? No, so Sheila Hall Smith, she says, thank you, Leslie. Described right down to my mother's sickness. Mother passed in August, but mother's sickness, Leslie was so right about her. Yeah, that's what she was reading a while ago. I was thanking her. It's beautiful validation. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes, it's just really tough, being alive, let alone being in the past loved one, because the past loved ones are happy, and yet we're all suffering on this side. We suffer more on this side than what we do in the afterlife, So EB1971 said maybe he says, oh wait there. I'm going to go back a step. Hang on a second. Whoa. He says, I would check our new car. No, it's not in your new car, I'm telling you. He said, we have a grey car. Thank you. The last car was grey too. Oh, there you go. Oh, I don't feel like it's in this car. Otherwise, you would have found it. I have turned the house upside down looking for it. Yeah, because it's not there. He's not there. I'm telling you, it's in the car. I can see it. I feel like it was under papers, and might not even be there now. Maybe the car dealers might have it if they found it in the old car. It is in an envelope. Yes. Is it? No, it is in an envelope. Yes, because that's what I said. I saw it in an envelope. I will ring the car dealers 100%. Yes, I saw it in the envelope 100%. Doctor said I'm pre-diabetic. I'm drinking lots more fluids now. That's cool. What have we got here? No, it's not in the house. You're so right. 100%. I did not see it in the house. No, definitely not in the house. I saw it in an envelope or near an envelope, and I saw it in a car. Oh, in a grey car. And what's wrong with your right hip? Because I just had to crack my right hip. Oh. See, I feel your pain, guys. Sometimes it's not good being a medium, I tell you. Now I feel better because I just cracked that hip. Okay, let's keep going. Susan Sanders, I'm going to, one more minute, hang on a second, I'll read Harvey's beautiful, beautiful prayer. She said, I love that you bless your listeners with knowledge and tools for living. 100%. Well, I'm a personal trainer, so I kick butt when I have to, or try and kick butt. Yeah, thank you, Charmaine. She says, guys, if you share and like Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, the page, it's a nice way to pay it forward for a reading. 100%. Thank you. I'll just scroll forward. I just want to see if there's any more validations there, Ellie. Oh, hang on one sec. I've got to go back because EB1971 on YouTube just said, wait there. His mother's hip, the right hip, gives her so much problems. There you go. Now I know why my hip was killing me and I had to crack it. Right, I'm just going to scroll forward. Ellie, you can't, sorry, did you say you can't find anything?
No, not right off the top.
So Donna Brooks just said, I have been putting into action The Secret from the movie. She said, the things I asked for this week all have happened. I rest my case. So there you go. Yeah, I got it. EB1971. I got it that it's your mum. So Natalie, what predictions are there for me? No, I'm not doing any more reads. Just looking for validations. Rose McMahon says my halo is really bright. Hang on, let's have a look. I've got my screen really big. Where's my halo? Yes, 100%. My wings are still there. So sometimes my eyes go black when I read, so that's freaky. Somebody sent me that on a messenger, and I had a feeling they were doing that, but then I thought to myself, oh, that's a bit weird.
Did you get Tina Milton's?
No, I what do you do, Ellie?
So Tina Milton said validation. You said that mum's will was near the bed. The dressing table was only inches away from it, and it was in the drawer. I cried when I found it. You were right about my house. I've had a declutter lady in for 3 months, and I'm getting my home together.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's really cool. Thank you. Any more validations there? I'm just looking myself before we go.
Yeah. Colleen Deegan said, I'm always sharing your lovely page, Lesley. It's an honor. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful psychic.
You're welcome there, lovey. Okay. Thank you. Bev Ridley says, Lesley, you're in bed with me. Laughing out loud. I've been in bed with people. I've been in the kitchen having coffees, everything. Andy Dan, we've done that one, so I've got to scroll forward. I feel like there's something else I've missed here. Just 1 second, Ellie. Sorry. Okay. Gives us so much pain. Yes. It won't. And EB1971, it's not going to improve because your mum does no exercise for it. There's no strength in that hip, which is no strength equals hip surgery later. Okay. So she needs to go to physio. She needs to get strong in her glutes so that the hip balances out and it's become stable. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to do the prayer. Nearly forgot the prayer. It's Father's Day. We must do prayer like Harvey said, 100% Harvey. So here we go. She writes me this beautiful prayer for Father's Day, okay? So it says, so just close your eyes and think about all those people out there that have lost their fathers, that don't have a father, that's, fathers have gone south and they're still alive and they don't want anything to do with their children, which is horrendous. But, Father's Day, it is sometimes tough for everybody, and Mother's Day. So as Father's Day comes to an end, let's pray for joy and love as we send. Many dads are good, not all are bad. Today has been lonely for many, and that is so sad. Relationships come in many sizes and shapes. Please don't let our kids pay for our own mistakes. It all comes around but once a year. Many dads are great a time to share. Relationships are complicated no matter the cost. Let our kids enjoy for one day whatever has been lost. Many of you out there are being both dad and mum. Life can be hard, especially for some. Many have lost our dads on the way through. This day can be joy, but for others, quite blue. Let us send love to the dads who have passed, knowing in our hearts forever the memories will last. So let us look to the positive. Surely it is there. Let our kids know that we all definitely care. Let us all send out joy, love, and peace on this day. Be it you, mum, dad, or single, perhaps even gay. Some sending out love for the lonely on this special day in September. Hopefully for many, creating memories that you will always remember. Oh, beautiful, Miss Harvey. And thank you, guys. We'll be back tomorrow night. So, EB, just 1 second. We got more validations here before I go. He says, EB1978 says, you're amazing. Yes, you are right. She has stopped walking. See, I told you. So she's got to get moving there, lovey. I just saw her just, not doing any exercise at all. So the best way is to get them moving, especially the elderly. The more they move, the better they are. Everyone is. And I'll leave it there and have a good night, guys. Have a good morning. Have a good day for the people overseas. And I'll see you tomorrow night, Sydney time at 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. We're on a live 90.5 FM. Good night, everybody. I'm just going to find my little thing. Here we go. Good night.